Hello and welcome back to Chaskap Engineering. We've got another video on how to make 2D drawings using a CAD software. In this video, we will be using Creo Parametric, which is a software by PTC, it is a drafting and a 3D modeling software. And in this video, we will be drawing a 2D drawing, which is going to be looking like this. And we're going to be using this drawing to make to draft it up in Creo Parametric. So without waiting any further, I'm gonna resize this a bit and put it on the side. Yeah. So without waiting any further, we're gonna continue with the drawing. I'm gonna cancel this sketch. Okay. So I'm gonna turn on my planes so that we know which plane we are making the sketch. So we can choose any plane either from here or from here, which shows the names of the planes. So we're gonna click the top plane and we are gonna press the sketch button. So and then we're gonna press the sketch view button to orient the plane normally so that we are looking at it from the top. Okay, so to draw it, first of all, we're gonna study the sketch first, study the drawing first, I'm sorry. So in this drawing, you can see that this sketch is symmetric about this axis, so that this side is, is pretty similar to the other one. So we're not gonna waste a lot of time sketching up both of the sides. So we're only gonna model this one side first, and then we're gonna use the mirror command to copy this side on the other one, so that we have a symmetrical sketch. So in this sketch, you can see that there are a number of circles. So we got this circle, and 4 of these ones, and then we've got some arcs over here. So we're gonna basically be using circle command a lot to make these arcs and circles. So I'm gonna put this on the side, and then we can start by making the central circles first. So this one and this one. So it's got 27.5 radius, and the outer one has got a 45 millimeter radius. Okay, so I'm gonna start by clicking on the circle command and then using the origin as the center of the circle, and then make a circle of any length, and then make another one, and then I'm gonna press escape, and then I'm gonna dimension them up. So the central circle has a radius of 27.5, and since you can see that this is a diameter dimension, so I'm gonna left click on it first and then press this icon, which is gonna give us the radius of the circle. So we're gonna put 27.5 on the inner circle, press enter, and then for this one again we're gonna do the same thing, press the radius, and then it's gonna ask for a radius which is 45. There you go. I'm gonna zoom in a bit first, and then I'm gonna click this button and then uncheck this plane display, so that this plane is hidden, because it's not serving any purpose at the moment, because we're only making it in 2D. Okay, so the plane is out now, and then one more thing is what we're gonna do is make a center line, which is the axis of symmetry, so that we know along which axis we're gonna mirror in the end, which I will mention later on in the video. So I'm just gonna arrange these dimensions. Okay, so the next thing we have is this circle. So you can see that it is along this axis, if you may. It's 30 degrees from the vertical, and it is 60 millimeters. The center of the circle is 60 millimeters from the center. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna initiate the construction mode, and then I'm gonna draw this line, which is gonna be around here somewhere, and then I'm gonna press escape. So this is 30 degrees from the vertical, and over here we can see that this is measuring from this vertical line here. So if you take 30 out of 150 total, is gonna give us 180 total is gonna give us 150 degrees of angle. So we're gonna put that in. Okay, and this circle center is 60 millimeters from this center, so we're gonna dimension that up as well. So I'm gonna click this once and then press this, which is length command, and it is 60. There you go. Okay, so now we can make a circle at this point. I'm gonna deselect the construction mode so that it is turned off, and then I'm gonna initiate the circle command, which is gonna be over here, and the radius of this circle is 10, so 10 millimeters. So I'm gonna select radius, it's gonna be 10. There you go. So we've got another circle which is concentric to this one and has got a radius of 18. Concentric means that the centers of this and this circle, this arc and this circle, are the same. So I'm gonna initiate the circle command once more, select the center, and then make a circle, and the radius of this circle is 18. There you go. Okay, now, okay, what else now? Okay, so now we can see that there's a line which is what do you call it, which is tangential to this one, and then it's joining up to this circle over here. So I'm gonna make a line. Now I'm gonna select tangency. Okay, no, sorry. So I'm gonna make a line, and which is gonna be tangent to this one, and then I'm gonna join it over here. There you go. So now this line is tangent to the circle. Now what I'm gonna do is, so over here you can see that there's nothing, no elements over here, as can be seen here, but this line segment is joining with a fillet of radius 5 millimeters. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna make a fillet and then clear up this mess. So we've got fillet over here with a radius of 5. There you go. Put that here. And then I'm gonna use the delete segment command to delete all of this extra mess. And I will delete this as well. There you go. Got it. Okay, so the next thing over here is this arc, whose radius is 17, and it is joining tangentially with this circular arc. So what I'm gonna do here is use the circle command, and then I will join this with this arc tangentially. You can see that this small icon that appears, it means that it is joining it tangentially. It's a constraint. So I'm gonna click the left button and then make a circle. Now the radius of this arc is 17, so I'm gonna make it 17 millimeters in radius. And yeah, okay, so now we've got a smooth join between them. Now I'm gonna delete the rest of the circle so that we have just one arc. I'm gonna use the delete segment, and then I'll delete this and this, and all of this. Now we've got a smooth join between the two. Okay, and yeah, I think we are almost done now. Okay, so once while deleting this circular segment, we can notice that over here this is not deleted, but there is a full circle over here in the outer region as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna initiate the highlight overlaps, so that we know where we need to highlight, where there's a overlap between any two regions, so that we can delete the extra ones. So I'm going to make another circle like this, and then you can see that, okay, wait, highlight overlaps. There you go. So over here we can see that there can be some overlaps over here. So I'm gonna delete the extra overlaps which are there, but obviously we're just going to delete all of this section because this is going to be mirrored, and all of this as well, and I'll show you why. Okay, so I think it is ready now. So this section is ready, as you can see over here. And okay, so we only got these line segments over here that we can make. So I can use the offset command to make these two lines over here, and which are 8 millimeters across apart from each other. So I can select this and press the offset command to offset this line by 4 millimeters because it's 8 in total. So press 4 and then click OK, and then I'm gonna mirror this on the other side so that they are equal to each other. So mirror command, you select the axis line of symmetry, and then it's gonna be mirrored across. Now I only need this part and I need to delete the rest of it, so I'm gonna use delete segment and delete these off, and I will just select them holding control. I'm gonna select these segments and I'll delete them. There you go. So, and one more thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make these two symmetrical across this axis. So I'm going to select this vertex, this one, and then I'm going to select the axis of symmetry. Okay, so the point of entry, we can delete this constraint because it is a redundant constraint and it's making the total drawing over constraint. So I'm going to delete that, and we're going to have this. And yeah, and we're just gonna make this one as well. So I am gonna draw a line which is gonna be horizontal completely, and the distance between over here is gonna be 4. Now okay, so as you can notice that I haven't drawn the rest of it, but I'll show you why I have not. So I'm gonna select all of this, and instead of drawing it again over here, because you can see there are multiple symmetries over here. So first symmetry is obviously the one that we discussed in the start of the video, is that there's a symmetry between these two sides, and there's also symmetry across this side as well. So I only drew 1/4 of it. I'm gonna mirror this side on the bottom side, and then I'm gonna mirror this side on the other one as well, so that I don't have to draw all of it again. So I'm gonna select all of this, select the mirror command, and then I'm gonna it says select a straight edge sketch entity and edge or curve to mirror about. So I'm gonna select this, and it's been mirrored across the whole thing. I'm gonna select it once more, and then I'm gonna mirror it again with this line, center line, and then it's gonna mirror across as well. So we've got our 2D sketch ready. I'm gonna hide the dimensions. Sorry, why is it not closing? Yeah, okay. So now we've got some elements here that we don't need. I'm gonna delete them. Okay, so we've got our sketch ready over here, and this is how you draw something like this in Creo Parametric. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a like, comment anything or any recommendations that you want from this channel, and yeah, definitely give this a subscribe as well, and will see you in the next video. And this is just a part of the Creo 2D sketching playlist that will have one video every day. So yeah, if you subscribe it, you'll find a chance to look at the video.